Good day everyone and welcome to this channel. This is Animator Mobile. Today will be the continuation of the tutorial video on how to model or animate using reconn 4D. Today we'll be modeling the road, and the second modeling tutorial we're modeling the car. So let's get started. So I'm just going to delete this cube here, and you remember I told you how to in the last video to play with the transform tools. I'm just going to, this is the primitive shape. I'm just going to select the sphere. If you remember, I told you there's a way to scale object. You can scale object using the scale different either in the z-axis or x-axis or even in the y-axis. So there's a way you can scale with precise measurement. Now to scale with precise measurement, you can just select this here under in all those two here. Let me take look for a brush that would actually grab that. I think this brush is blocking. Just check this two I'm selecting here now. Now you can scale it on the x-axis by just typing the scale, the text, the length you want it to scale. So I'm just going to select 7. I'm going to select 7. So you can just do that, select 7. And if you want your scene to be more bigger, you can do more than me. You can actually increase the scale. So I'm just going to increase, make sure my scale is 7, every on the x-axis and on the y-axis and everything. Okay, I'm just going to change 7. Now look at, now I have a scale instead of me looking for how to scale it to match. Now we have to go to the rotate tool, and I'm going to rotate it on the x-axis as is like this now. But there's an issue with this, the measurement is not also correct, so I'm just going to select this, and you see the rotation is supposed to affect only the x-axis, but affecting the z and the y-axis. So I'm just going to clear the rotation of those two axes. And so if you want to rotate or scale with precise measurement, use that. Then I'm just going to add 0. Okay, and in the x-axis I'm just going to change to 90 and 90, and yes, I have something I want. I think this is okay. So we now get into the edit mode part. Now if you remember when I was talking about the different type of mode we have in reconn 4D, you have the edit mode, you have the object mode, the edit mode, the animation mode, and the reconn mode. So we basically get into the edit mode. The edit mode is used to edit meshes. Now just click on this kind of mode and select edit mode. Now you might see this. So all you just need to do is to press this arc button here. So when you press it, when you press the arc button here, you'll see something like this. So you can just change the mesh handler to 1.b something 5.59b, then you have something like this. Now in edit mode, I'll change it to the location gizmo. In edit mode, we have something we can edit meshes, because the meshes you have are in 3 dimensions. So we can edit meshes using the face select mode, or using the vertices select mode, or using the edge select mode, because they are in 3 dimensions. What I mean by that is that you can edit each meshes. Like every 3D object is made up of vertices, shapes. Every object, from even a plane, is made up of vertices, faces, and edges. So you can just drag it, you can drag those vertices, you can scale it, you can play with it and using this mode. So I will use the undo button. That's not what we are here for. So now we have to select a line for our road. There's 2 ways we could have done this in reconn 4D. You can actually box select and delete the part we don't want by just box selecting. You can click this tool anyway. Let me just select the tool you need to box select. So just this tool here, and just draw something. This tool here is used for, so make sure you click it before you box select. So I'm just going to box select and make sure I click it. So if I click it, I can box select which part I want and which part I don't want now, and I can delete this part. Now look at it. So but basically I'm not going to use this method. It's good, it's not time consuming than the method I want to use, but I just want it to be accurate. I'm just going to use that method now. I told you that there are different kind of modes. So you can just go here this is, if you notice in the edit mode, we have this where we're able to edit all those faces, is what we call face select mode. Now if you go to this side, you go for edge select mode. Now you can edit those, you can just press it, you can edit those line vertices. Now you can go to the edge select mode, so you can edit each point of the sphere, because that's how 3D works. So let's go to face select mode now. So in my face select mode, you can see there are some bunch of tools here, but we won't talk about this bunch of tools right now. Since if we want to start modeling this bunch of tools, let me just, because some people might ask what bunch of tools I'm talking about. This bunch of tools, when we start modeling our car, we'll talk about how to use this bunch of tools, and I'll try to make the car very low poly and simple so that it's easy for beginner to understand. So using the face select mode, I'm just going to click on one face. Now to select on multiple faces, you just need to hold that faces down, hold the face. Now do the same thing, hold the face down, hold the face down. Now we're going to select, I'm going to select all this line as my road, so you can do that. I'm going to pause the video, just select, and I think it's one of the easiest thing to do with the face select mode. So just select, and I'll pause the video and make sure you, or to speed up the video. So let me just pause the video. So I'm done with selecting this face. I'm just going to drag the recording button again, and now there's what we will do to here is, now we can actually copy this and duplicate it and separate it and make it its own mesh. So that's what we're going to do. You can use the copy tool here. So if you don't know where the copy tool is, let me just look for icon. I actually will select stop select because I want to select, so I have to deselect it. So make sure you don't, when you select everything, make sure you don't press the outside of the 3D viewport, because you have to reselect it again. Now that's the mistake I did. Now I have to reselect it again. So I've reselected everything again. So I'm just going to use the copy tool here. If I copy, I'll make sure it's copied. Then after I copy, then I use the separate tool. Now you see that it has created another mesh. So if you don't understand, if you don't know where the copy tool is, I'm just going to redo it again so that you can see what I'm talking about. So let me just select this in edit mode. This is the copy tool. I remember that some people might not know what the copy tool is. So this is the copy tool. After copying the mesh that you selected, then use this object here, the second one here, to separate to make it a separate mesh without affecting this. So we have our mesh. So you can see, I can just draw out of the mode up to make it object mode. Now this is amazing. And you might be wondering, why do we rotate the sphere? We could have done it in this manner, like to actually make the sphere like in line, the way we brought it about. The reason why is that when rotate, we have to consider when rotating the 3D sphere, it actually won't give us the rotation we want. So we can actually head to animation, right? You can see we have two objects, sphere. You can, I think this is good. Hot modeling. Now we have the camera. I'm just going to drag the camera. There's a lot about the camera. Camera is an important tool, and so I think this is good enough. So the next thing I'll do is material. Even though we're not yet to talk material, the reason why I'm adding material to this is because I want to be able to differentiate them. So, and one thing again I have to do is I don't want the second sphere to be the same height with this sphere, so I'm just going to try and scale it upward. So I'll just use that transfer. I can just give it 7.2, so 7.2, 7.2, 7.2, 7.2, and I think this is okay. So you can see the difference now, and this is good for the road. And the next thing we can do is animate moving the car. So I'll make sure I save this first. Go here, save. I'm just going to save it as road tutorial. tutorial. Hit tutorial and click OK and hit save. Then I think it is saved. We have to wait for just a little bit, then I think it should be saved. So our tutorial is, our project is saved, and I think this is all for this tutorial. In the next tutorial we'll be modeling the car we're going to use and the tree we're going to add to this animation. And thank you for watching this video. My name is Gideon and this is Animate on Mobile.